of a single G. To my ride or dies.
I woke up, it was hot, and my chick wanted to go for a ride. I said, you know what you have to do to get me outside. So we fucked from 10 till noon. So when we left, I was pumped and ready to drive. Like I hit that jackpot for that $1 million prize. I dropped her off and went to get flowers for that honey that wants to be my wife. You know that shit you do to keep a little romance and happiness in her life. Before I left the shop, she called me first and said I better not come home. Talking about she knows about my side chick and I better leave her the fuck alone. Know that she had my card towed, shut up my accounts and was cutting up my phone. Even had Fido put down, so I don't even have a dog to throw a bone. Life ain't easy for a single G. It seems to just keep coming for me. But I'm going, keep walking and not break my stride. Just me and my ladies by my side. Cause every single day seems like do or die. I needed to give her time to calm down, and I needed to find something to do. So I took the bus across town and got off at the entrance of the emergency room. My women at the hospital, in green and burgundy, were just fine. But I picked up the one in the white coat for her beautiful mind. After her shift ended, I took her to the Holiday Inn and wasted no time. I stimulating her intellect and body because she was that perfect dime. I made her speak in Latin until she was completely satisfied. Then I sent that hoe to catch a cab without saying goodbye. Life ain't easy for a single G. It seems to just keep coming for me. But I'm going, keep walking and not break my stride. Just me and my ladies by my side. Cause every single day seems like do or die. I knew I might die today and had no time for any type of regret. All over a drug deal last night I knew was a setup and I still went. I saw the cops outside waiting on me when I finished taking a dump. Then I pulled out my 9, opened the door and lit their punk asses up. Their backup was coming and I had no time to get away. So I pulled out the Uzi and let the bullets spray. They had come for revenge because that deal was with a pair from Vice. But got a tip from one of their own, took the cash and put that scum on ice. Life ain't easy for a single G. It seems to just keep coming for me. Yeah, but I'm going, keep walking and not break my stride. Just me and my ladies by my side. Cause every single day seems like do or die. Now I got that narc bitch waiting for me in the getaway car. But I'm gonna go meet my side chick, get my cash and have a drink at the bar. I called my shorty who's a lawyer who said don't worry, she had evidence to keep me free. She would get me time served, but I would have to leave town to keep living life as a single G. To my lady love.
Sexy is your eyes, sexy is your lips, sexy is the way you sway your hips. Sexy is your shape, sexy is your love, sexy is seeing you from below or above. You are so sexy, girl, you know you rule my world. I think about you day and night, my heart is cold when you're not in sight. Sexy is your style, sexy is your grace, sexy is when you appear at any place. Sexy is your sleep. Sexy is how you care when others weep. You are so sexy, girl. You know you rock my world. No other woman compares to you, no matter what they say or do.
Hey cutie, you're a real beauty. Spending time with you is an easy duty. Looking at your face, I'm in a happy place. So let's take a stroll at a slow pace. Hey, lovely, life gets a little nutty. Let me embrace you and don't say nothing. Take your time, relax your mind. I'll give you a massage so you can unwind. Hey sweetie, let's watch a little TV. Sit on the couch and just talk about what you're thinking, what you've been doing. Knowing what's on your mind is all I'm pursuing. Sexy is your talk, sexy is your walk, sexy is your class that can't be bought. Sexy is your smile, sexy is your tone, sexy is your laughing when we're alone. You are so sexy, girl. You know you are my world. You shine as bright as the guiding star. I would tread any path to be where you are. Sexy is your thought, sexy is your way. Sexy is that you go to work every day. Sexy is your play, sexy is your move. Sexy is you dancing to your own groove. You are so sexy, girl. You know you complete my world. Everything I do is for your pleasure. I will sacrifice all or give up any treasure. Hey baby, just say maybe to us chilling out and doing nothing crazy. Go somewhere fine where we can dine, getting to know each other over a glass of wine. Hey honey, I got a little money. Let's go see a show that's a little funny. Check no clock until we unlock the door at home back on the block. Hey shawty, let's get a 40. Go to our place and get a little naughty. Do it all night by candlelight. Keep our groove until the sun shines bright. Hey lady, it's different every day. Today we'll do something your way. A long romance isn't by circumstance. For lasting love, take advantage of every chance.
When I tap it, push it back. When I tap it, push it back. Hey girl, you know I like the way you bounce it when you push it back like that. I wanna bounce it off the floor. I wanna bounce it off the door. I wanna bounce it off the living room floor and all four walls. I wanna bounce it in the tub. I wanna bounce it on the sink. I wanna bounce it in the study as we knock over the ink. When I tap it, push it back. When I tap it, push it back. Hey girl, you know I like the way you turn your head when you push it back like that, like that. I wanna turn your head on the step. I wanna turn your head in the car. I wanna turn your head at home or wherever we are. I wanna turn your head on the couch. I wanna turn your head in the chair. I wanna turn your head wet when I grab and stroke your hair. When I tap it, push it back. When I tap it, push it back. Hey girl, you know I like the way you sweat make you sweat in your shirt. I wanna make you sweat in your clothes after work. I wanna make you sweat in your shoes. I wanna make you sweat in your socks. I wanna make you sweat when we're on the table making it rock. When I tap it, push it back. When I tap it, push it back. Hey girl, you know I like the way you smile when you push it back like that, like that. I wanna make you smile on the balcony. I wanna make you smile in the cellar. I wanna make you smile when it's sunny or under any weather. I wanna make you smile on the dresser. I wanna make you smile on the bed. I wanna make you smile when we were done and nothing said. When I tap it and push it back, push it back. When I tap it, push it back, push it back. Girl, you know I like to tap it when you push it like that. You push it back like that. Push it back, yeah, push it back like that.
I know when you saw me, you thought I was the one. Take you under my wings and raise you like a son. You see me as a father figure, but that's not me. I'm only trying to make some cash because I'm a single G. I took that dollar that made you broke, word that made you choke, glare that made you blind, laugh that made you kind, that heat that made you cold, beer that made you bold, time that made you late, anger that made you hate. I know when you saw me, you thought I was the one. Take you under my wings and raise you like a son. You see me as a father figure, but that's not me. I'm only trying to have some fun, 'cause I'm a single G. I took that mic that you couldn't hold, stage that you couldn't control, spotlight that you couldn't stand, crowd that you couldn't command, that deal that you couldn't make, style that you couldn't fake, lesson that you couldn't learn, achievement that you couldn't earn. I know when you saw me, you thought I was the one. Take you under my wings and raise you like a son. You see me as a father figure, but that's not me. I'm only trying to get someplace, 'cause I'm a single G. I took that path that you might have tread, life that you might have led, rhyme that you might have said, woman that you might have wed, that song that you might have dropped, dream that you might have stopped, race that you might have run, award that you might have won. I know when you saw me, you thought I was the one. Take you under my wings and raise you like a son. You see me as a father figure, but that's not me. I'm only trying to find some peace, because I'm a single G. I took that gold that you turned to dust, Love that you turn to lust, applause that you turn to vain, joy that you turn to pain, that success that you turn to loss, reward that you turn to cost, assurance that you turn to relief, knowledge that you turn to believe. I know when you saw me, you thought I was the one. Oh yeah. Take you under my wings, takes you under my wings. Like a sun, raise you like a sun. You see me as a father figure, but that's not me. I'm only trying to win this game, 'cause I'm a single G. Single G. Single G.
I call this G hard, 'cause I have no regard. Lollipop bitches, it's time to pull your card. You can charge me with murder, but I call it manslaughter. I lay you down like tracks on an old tape recorder, crackling and popping as I drop all of my hits, only stopping to change the cartridge when I hear the click. It's a steel cage revolution with no hope of a way out. My name is Single G, and you only hear it seems if I shout. So I'm gonna say these words so the world can see being black in America isn't as safe as it should be. If we're a melting pot, black's are what gives it its flavor, the part of the mixture that you only seem to taste later. So I don't understand all the mistrust, hate and the anger, acting like an occupying force with tanks, full laws and tasers. From going to your dad's house or just walking in the street or standing on a corner selling cigs so your kids can eat. It's been happening for centuries, so it's nothing new to me. Our history is filled with dead bodies, still no justice, no peace. It's time to lay you out, 'cause my words hit like the truth. From my pen to pad to vocals that reverberate from the booth. It's like for like, an eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth. You took two of ours, we took two from you. Life was lost, one by bullets, one by illegal choke. Two in a car, 'cause the system's so damn broke. Turn your back on the people is what you do, showing the whole world that your ass is a blue. You can't see the Grim Reaper standing next to you as you bring death to the cities that you walk through. So maybe it's time to find a new way to deal with the beast. The right to bear arms, not just in a country, but here on the street. No more holding back, I'm blowing up your spot, taking all you have and a lot more than you got. I'm gonna hit the road and go state to state, 'cause all other options seem to be just too late. Like the butcher, I'm carving you up like swine, then let the blood flow like a fresh bottle of wine. Since the reservoir is filled and spilling its banks from the holes in the ground the peace officers make. Violence is never the answer, but sometimes it's all you got left. So I got my 9 with hollows going through your bulletproof vest. When they strap me to the chair, getting ready to take my last breath, I'll put my hands in the air, give the middle finger, then lay down the rest. Yeah, baby, you know, it was me, Single G, 1428, how you like that? As I sit here, my mind continues to flow. The words come to me, but I can't let them go. So I put pen to paper instead of putting on a show. This is the mind of a serial thinker ready to blow. The end always seems better at the beginning. In a state of quantum flux waiting to be observed. Better a step back than going nowhere. Better time crawling to a halt than being frozen in time. Better to have a measurable progress than giving into an unwavering force. If you put a female duck on a bench, it's easier to make the male a sitting duck. It's not anger, just realism and indifference.
As I sit here, my mind continues to shove in, inspired by the things I see from above. All I've experienced as a lonesome dove. This is the mind of a serial thinker ready to love.
If the lust for love is wrong, is the love for lust okay? In the light of love, all things seem possible. That's why I stay in the reality of the dark. Don't take for granted the things closest to your heart. Cling to them as you would for your life, for without them life is meaningless. Where do you find love between every heartbeat? How do you know love when you notice every moment between them? To love a person is to learn the song that is in their heart and to sing it to them when they have forgotten.
The problem with being passionately in love is that it deprives you of too much sleep. If I have to choose between doing something for my life or love, I choose love. The problem with unrequited love is that it's unrequited love is the hardest thing to overcome. So don't try and just move on. When you learn to express yourself through love instead of by anger, you will see the bitterness in the world around you and be glad you are not a part of it. It is less certain you will find the one you love than it is you will find the one you need.
As I sit here, my mind continues to snooze, relaxing, calm in an easy groove, harmonizing with my body, no need to move. This is the mind of a serial thinker ready to improve. Those who only seek the comforts of life tend to miss the joy of a work in progress. If the knowing of all things is impossible, then the challenges of life remains a worthy adversary. Seek not the applause of the crowd, but the smile of the individual. If all things came to those who wait, then why would anyone have tried anything? The only thing that life can guarantee is its ending. Peace and love, single G.
As I sit here, my mind continues to snooze, relax and calm in an easy groove, harmonizing with my body, no need to move. This is the mind of a serial thinker ready to love.
Peace and love, single G.
It seems so sweet from afar, yet its aftertaste leaves only ache of the heart and anguish of the mind. But for the sweetness of that first bite, I will navigate its thorny vines. How do you resist the siren's call? How do you not be beguiled by her alluring smile? How do you not succumb to her warm embrace? You cannot, for all must go in the end. So do not seek to avoid her, taking every last second of her beauty. For only when you completely give in will a true gift be revealed. If I cannot express to you with my voice, if I cannot show to you with my deeds, if I cannot demonstrate to you with my actions, then I shall silently write it with my heart to the rest of the world. Don't shut love out of your life by saying it is impossible to find. The quickest way to receive love is to give it. The fastest way to lose it is to hold it too tightly. And the best way to keep it is to give it wings. I live in the vacuum of space. Your face brings the light. Your smile brings the warmth. Your voice brings the sound. You leave, I return to silent night, fearing your return, for you'll once again be gone. Oh, the sun rises to take me out of the darkness. The cloud rains to quench my thirst. The fruit ripened to sedate my hunger. The air blows to lessen the heat. The moon glows to guide my path. The trees fall to provide my shelter. But only you can give the warmth to heat my cold and lonely soul. The signs I see, the falling of the leaves, the freezing of the earth, the drifting of the snow. The things I lose, the sparkle from my eyes, the fire from my heart, the passion from my loins. The times I pass, the love must fade, the end must come, the new must dawn. If I knew, I would not have looked. If I knew, I would not have listened. If I knew, I would not have touched. If I knew, I would not have smiled. If I knew, I would not have laughed. If I knew, I would not have loved. If I knew, I would not have you. But now I know.
Don't know why I can't see the sun up high. Clouds are moving into my sky. I feel so alone since she left me, like stormy weather in my mind. World is empty, pain and sorrow emanates. Can't get my thoughts to orchestrate. Blues in my head from dusk to dawn. Can't see my way, like I'm in a constant fog. Stormy mind. Stormy mind. Stormy mind. Stormy mind. Oh, oh. Stormy mind. Darkness and despair descends. Seems Clouds are moving into my sky. I feel so alone since she left me, like stormy weather in my mind. Stormy mind, stormy mind, stormy mind. Oh, oh, stormy mind. I move about, pulled down by sadness. Days come and go, I can feel the edge of madness. The pitter-patter of me walking around is like rain from the storm pouring down. Love, 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 love. This misery is just too much for me. Don't know why I can't go on. Everything I had is gone. Clouds are moving into my sky. It's like when stormy weather on my mind. Like stormy weather all the time.
Oh, why does a child ask why?
Is it because they can now talk and not just cry? With the frustration of not being able to say what's on their mind, to wonder what it is they see when they look up into the sky, to find the truth behind the things they hear that are lies. Oh why does a child ask why? Is it because they trust you to show them how the world works, as the earth spins with each morning's birth, to teach them about the laws of the universe that match what they perceive when they fall and get hurt, to find the answers to the questions of why we are human first?
Oh, why does a child ask why? Is it because the moon shines at night and the sun rays burn when they stand in the light, to discover the keys to the treasures when science leads you right, to see the language of the universe in math that solves the equations of life?
Oh why does a child ask why? Is it because the tears shed when they're scared, they laugh when something looks weird, to find the answers to why we display emotions that makes you angry or not care, to find out why we scream in joy and in fear?
Oh, why does a child ask why? Is it because they are born not knowing as their brain still grows, only able to be filled by the questions they propose? To be filled with knowledge is the only nourishment they can reap from which you sow, to make them see the stars as a trip to the past, not just a nighttime show.
Oh why does a child ask why? Is it because it is the only question that seems worthwhile, for understanding the world that is beyond, that seems so unsound, to tame the sensations of new experiences that make them go wild, to gather in the dreams that float in their minds like clouds?
Oh, why
does a child ask why? Is it because they see your words do not match your deeds, or that you put them somewhere so they cannot see, to ponder the thought of what lies beyond the trees, to know why they can't see past the veil of so many unknown mysteries?
Oh, why does a child ask why? Is it because you are the one that can solve the problems, make things better when nothing else works, to guide them by the hand when things get worst, to be their eyes through the storm of chaos, showing them how to cope and trust? Oh, why does a child ask why?
Is it because it is the deepest word that can be said,
Oh why does a child ask why? This is the story of the Genesis of Revelation.
From the time of creation to the coming of Armageddon, of the wars for the souls on the human plantation, against and for a God that wants to rule all nations. In the beginning of time, I loyally served my King. Saw him design wonders of the most beautiful things. As we flew high in the air on angelic wings. In his voice of pure peace and love did we sing. Oh, we sing. From the first rays of light to pierce the dark, to the vibrating sounds that move my heart. He sculptured the universe like a piece of art, each piece set in the filament from the very start. Oh, the killing of millions with the flood of the earth, a great city with crumbled wall with no more birth, the death of 1,000 kids in Pharaoh's land by vengeful curse. Untold crimes against humanity when his name and words. Oh my Lord. Down to the garden of life I went, where humans lived like sheep. To lift the veil from their eyes, I gave them knowledge to eat. Punishment was swift, cast to the ground to slither and creep. But over time I regained my form and stood on my own 2 feet. The truth of absolute powers, corruption made many follow my call. Storming the pearly gates, fighting in an angelic holy war. I am Lucifer, who was cast out for believing I could be more. Now I rule in hell rather than serve in heaven. This is the first angel's law. This is the Alpha to the Omega, controller of all destiny. Yes, he is creator of the heavens and earth and untold mysteries. Raises the joy and ire of his followers to unmatched intensities. Glory, who are willing to sacrifice all life for eternal prosperity.
Oh, he is the Alpha to the Omega, controller of all destinies, creator of the heavens and earth and untold mysteries. Raises the joy and ire of his followers to unmatched intensities, who are willing to sacrifice all life for eternal prosperity. I was an angel living in heaven in blissful peace when my Lord summoned me to take my place in prophecy, as part of the plan to slay the followers of the beast, those who would not bow to the return of the king on his seat. Then I went out on the hunt for my prey that day, the carriers of warm human hearts I sought to slay. When I found my victims, the mutilation began right away. So I stood as the masses came with no fear of a price to pay. As I applied my artwork of blood and gore in plain sight, I killed those that tried to stop me with my inhuman might. My laughter roared as the bodies piled to an amazing height. Now those who watched started to run in terror and fright. I slaughtered my way across the world in a battle with mankind, bringing a full assault, tearing apart people of all kinds, revealing the horrors that escaped from my mind, bringing death and destruction to any I could find. As I I hear the last blast of the clarion horn and the sound of the seals on scrolls being torn, bringing the final death to those who won't be reborn. Now I'm joined by the three as we make humanity more. These are the end of days as we hear the harper's chord, while the angels fly swift with their blazing swords. I am war, and we horsemen ride, killing and spreading discord, with hell right on our heels in this time of our Lord. These are the stories of the one God and his angels of light, masters of our fates from the dawn to the night, given to us with word from the past and future side, laying out a path for humanity on their knees to eternal mind.
I come out strong and calm, confident in my game. Sure, it will work the same, but from the start I lose my plan and get knocked down straight to the ground by the unseen shot called rejection. I survive and make it to the end. Round 2. I come out again, still thinking I can win, but this time it's not a sudden shot, but a flurry that nearly takes me out. They come swift, fast, and drop me on my ass. They're called all forms of bargaining. I barely survive and make it to the end. Round 3. I come out again, now determined to get my shots in. Nothing's going to stop me, fuck this, I will win. I swing with no regard, I'm putting them down quick and hard, but they block and counter, coming right back, hitting me with a devastating 1-2 attack, dropping me to the mat. They call these two denial and anger. I survive only on instinct and make it to the end. Round 4. I come out again, come out again, shaken, not stirred. A little woozy, and it's hard to form my words. I still manage to tell my opponent to bring it on. I have a new confidence and a new song. I start to hit the right notes. The next one's stronger than the last. We're going to start a new and different dance. The shots I take are fewer and my guard is sound. I still lose the round but don't go down. They call these shots rebound. I stand and turn and make it to the end. Round 6, 9, I come out again and again. My defense is good, my offense is coming around. I bob and weave, I slip and slide. I move about the ring with a graceful glide. Advance and retreat is the rhythm of this beat. First I see a peak, then a crack, and now they're the one being pushed back. They started with a smile I didn't understand. Now it's showing on my face and theirs is starting to disappear. A few nervous words and laughs. It's become a standoff with the knowing glance. These shots back and forth, they're called feeling out. I stand now with little doubt and make it to the end. Round 1, wait, how did we get here again? I'm looking up at my corner man's apprehensive grin. He says my plan was sound till I went in the ring. The first shot hit me hard, afterwards I went down. Only now am I coming around. It was the hardest hit they've ever seen. I told them about the fight I perceived, and they said it was just a dream. I looked at my opponent across the ring. She stood there smiling and said to me, I called that shot hard taker. Don't take it personally. It's meant to stop your heart, then rip it out. You survived, so take my heat. Know your opponent, or they will make you bleed. I am called love. Post-fight, guess it could have been worse, but this way only my dreams will remain hurt. My body will heal, and my mind will come around, and I will wait to hear the ring of the bell, to start another first round. For in time we will all again hear that sound. It's never the end.
Tell me what you do when you're singing the blues.
From 500 years ago, when Columbus sailed in 1492, to the sounds of chains against the stone and the crackling of weary and broken bones. From running to stay free in our ancient lands to standing in the deserts of Afghanistan. Our battle has not changed, no matter who's the man. We still turn on our brothers and sisters, ending up with blood on our hands. They hung us from trees to build their wealth on free labor over time. After they sailed us across the sea to sell us on a block, now we hang on just below the poverty line and stand there voluntarily killing each other just to sell some rock. From the time of separating from kings and a promise of freedom for everyone, they tore away our culture and words, then replaced them with Bibles and rum. Now we stand in judgment over one another, determining who's the chosen ones, as we become their American idols. Only when we can run, dance, sing, or become top models. We picked up our guns to fight for self-determination,
to help heal the wounds that tore apart our nation. Now we go to stand in lines to get a job, as we walk past people who think we only steal and rob. During the time of manifest destiny and the trail of tears, when we continued our diaspora to both far and near. So we built our communities to forge our way and watch them be burned down in anger and tears. Now we bellow the sound of rhythm and blues, trying to voice our frustration over the love and pain we feel that they won't broadcast on the news. Between the Great War and Depression, we roared from our past, using the gospel of our slavery. We shattered the prohibition and blasted all that jazz. Now we're locked up from the war on drugs and build fences across our borders. While we bail out corporations and banks who hold their money like hoarders. A world war and against Jim Crow, in which we decided to participate and fight to get what was promised to all: life, liberty, the pursuit of happiness, and our constitutional rights. Now we have wiretaps in Guantanamo Bay, while preachers say from the pulpits marriage is not for gays. With flower power, closed fists, and rock and roll, we fought against our nation that was corrupt in illegal wars and through big oil bought and sold. Yo, now we stand around in minks, bling, and gold, while someone else raises our children or they stand out in the cold. As the disco ball stopped spinning and we woke from a dream of a mountaintop, we had to survive the era of voodoo, economics, crack, AIDS, 3 strikes, and brutality by cops. Now we stand in its aftermath of terrorism and fear, as children die in schools and buildings explode, killing those we hold dear. Now how do we go forth since we spread the message of hip-hop from the bedrock of the East to the waters of the West, to the fields of the South, to the plains of the North, and still see the Confederate that flies over capitals in many places? We must move under the flag of the red, black, and green gold to establish our land within this American nation. Take hold of that promise that was made when we left the plantation. 40 acres and a mule, 1 person, 1 vote, so we can forge our own destination. Take hold of that promise that was made when we left the plantation. 40 acres and a mule, 1 person, 1 vote, so we can forge our own destination. A mind is a terrible thing to waste. Your words linger like an aftertaste. It can be sweet or sour at the end of the day, depending on whether love or hate is on display. But I have no time to dwell in the negative zone, so I'm gonna keep learning while I try to atone. Like the road, I want my heart paved with gold. It's the source of my wealth, so I can never be sold. Look upon my face and into depths of my eyes. It's knowledge and wisdom from years past by. Since I have no allegiance to church or state, I see the world surrounded by one human gate. I know you wanna come to the table and have a debate, but the people have spoken and it's just too late. We're coming at you with peace and love served on a plate, while you come with a meal seasoned by war and hate. So we're gonna let you taste our recipe to change your fate. You can chew on that while we sit back and wait. Then when I say open your heart and project your voices so I can understand your world, embrace it and get lost. When you're finished, I'll have some food for thought, worth more than anything that can ever be bought. As we conclude, our minds will evolve and escalate. Now we can design our own world, not by those who create. As my thoughts emerge, they begin to turn and churn. The light of truth glows as the friction of my mind slowly burns. Then the fire grows, fueled by those who were condemned for writing what they observed of the universe on paper with pens. So I ignite the flame to devour the myths of the past, ending the curse of hatred that continues to get past. I release the heat to melt the misconceptions of the present, getting rid of the lines between nations that make us malevolent. And I shine the light to erase false promises of the future, so we can further build our knowledge on this human adventure. For when you perceive that life is eternal, forever lasting, time seems all that matters is your conception of reality, not mine. Delusion of the only way to ease your burden from day to day. The choir of the masses following the word gives you your say. Images of superiority brings thought into action by the saving of souls. But now your time is over, you presumptuous flee, there your life goes. So seek not God above, but within, for the brain is the trinity of evolution. As we exist in three states at once, we live in the past for we remember, we live in the present for we think, we live in the future for we dream. Thus nothing new is ever said, it is just told in a different voice, expressing an ancient human story. Thus envision your next action by conceiving a plan in this time, from the steps left in their wake. Then express your prism and insights, for if you were to die now, would what you said yesterday equal your words for tomorrow? By treating each moment in time as a link in the chain of humankind, to last forever in our universal mind. The light of the mind is a chain of thought, generations of knowledge we all sought, collapse into darkness surrounding our path. We follow the formula of wisdom's math.
Walk outside, see the sky, feel the heat. Turntables spinning, hands clapping, feet dancing, heads bobbing. It's the days with moms, pops, and grands. Up from the south, up from the south, on the diaspora. Love in the BX. Love in the BX. Love in the BX. Love in the BX. Brothers and sisters gathered around, aunties arrived, poodle looking cool, getting ready, gather in the hood, apartments good, no room, all stood, R&B mood, neighbors got drinks, family got eats, kids running, everyone making noise, free to dance, free to sing, free to love in the BX. 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 Web block. know, you know. Peace and love to the ancestors. 1428, single G.
When you walk by, my head turns. When you walk by, my eyes grow. When you walk by, heart stops. When you walk by, my blood flows. Yeah, you know, you know, you know. 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 I won't step to you. 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 Yeah, you know, you know, you know. 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 You're round and you're brown. I love to see you sit down. You're smooth and you're firm. I love to watch you turn. Yeah, you know, you know, you know, you know. Yeah, you know, you know, you know, you know. Yeah, you know, you know, you know, you know. Yeah, you know, you know, you know. I won't step to you. 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 You know, you know. Yeah, you know, you know, you know. Yeah, you know, you know, you know. Yeah, you know, you know, you know. You're sweet and you're tight. I love to hold you all night. You're lovely and you're fine. I love for you to be mine. Yeah, you know, you know, you know, you know. Yeah, you know, you know, you know, you know. Yeah, you know, you know, you know, you know. Yeah, you know, you know, you know. I won't step to you. I won't step to you. I won't step to you. You know, you know. Yeah, you know, you know, you know.
in the morning, putting on my clothes, then walking out my room, don't put nothing on the stove. All I wanna hear is you pouring after getting my bowl. I don't want nothing hot, so just add milk to make it cold. That corn and sugar is all I need to get my engine burning. It will keep me hyped first thing in the rest of the morning. Don't need anything else until I crash in the middle of the day. Then I'm running inside for that prize, so get out of my way. Then I'll be alright, so I can play ball and rap all night until I come home and dream of marshmallow clouds and moonlight. This is single G, and this the plans I'm going to employ. Cause this the mind of a serial thinker ready and to enjoy. When I wake up in the morning, putting on my clothes, then walking out my room, don't put nothing on the stove. All I wanna hear is you pouring after getting my bowl. I don't want nothing hot, so just add milk to make it cold. The corn and sugar is all I need to get my engine burning. It will keep me hyped first thing in the rest of the morning. Don't need anything else until I crash in the middle of the day. Then I'm running inside for that prize, so get out of my way. Then I'll be alright, so I can play ball and rap all night until I come home and dream of marshmallow clouds and moonlight. This is single G, and this the plans I'm going to employ. Because this the mind of a serial thinker ready to enjoy. This is single G, and this the plans I'm going to employ. Cause this the mind of a serial thinker ready to enjoy. Because this the mind of a serial thinker ready to enjoy.